Okay, in the meantime, can you pause it, please? We don't need it behind us for now.
All right.
Just press pause. Thank you. Alrighty, guys, and we are live. Let me get a little closer to the camera because it's just blackness behind us for right now. But we will be showing some awesome stuff behind us. Today we have Alexander Berry, the founder of QuantifyCrypto.com, and a new little product called the DeFi Heat Map, which we're going to go over today. Welcome for anybody who is joining us in VR. I hope more of you have joined us soon, as well as anyone who's a new little product watching the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, okay. But anyways, Alex, how are you?
I am wonderful. I'm very happy to be here and happy that you invited me on and ready to go.
Awesome. So can you tell me a little bit about Quantify Crypto and what exactly it is and provides to the community?
Yeah, sure. So the company I founded called Quantify Crypto is an analytics platform for cryptocurrency that makes it easier to get a broad overview of the market instead of trying to look at individual charts. So we have all sorts of displays like heat maps and grids. If we could screen share it, that would be great so they can see it and I just don't talk about it. And our main goal was for you to see an overview of the market and then see, oh, I want to zone in on one specific coin, and you can click. Banking sites, but those don't really give you much info, even though they cover a lot of coins. And so I was kind of in this like weird limbo where there's like so many coins, and I was really overwhelmed by how much was going on in the market. And I was like, there needs to be an easier way to just like look at all the coins and how they're doing on a day, just in an easier way. Instead of and like actually like get like an in-depth analysis, like TA analysis of it without having to open up like an individual chart. So I don't know. Can we get the screen share so I can
Yeah, of course.
um
Well, let me see, Jerome, are you able to put that up for us?
It's up there, but the minimum volume isn't mute. It's just really, really quiet.
I see. Okay. Are you able to put that up for us?
okay, so we can
Just the screen share. You can see it now.
Okay.
It's just really, really quiet.
bigger in size and Bitcoin and Ethereum down, so that you can actually look at a time lapse of a lot of coins and click right into them. If you could click into one of those for me, like maybe click into Bitcoin. So this is our Bitcoin page, and so we have a little description of it, and so this is one of our technical analysis indicators, and we have a lot of
Hey guys,
technical analysis that goes into that.
Alex,
we have a little description of it. Yeah, what's up?
I think it'd be best to just mute in all space and just talk on the StreamYard.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
doesn't sound like it's letting me mute the alt space live stream. It's gonna play the audio. It's just gonna play it.
I see. So do you have do you have your browser open, Alex? It looks like he's gonna go. Hold on, we'll put him up in on stream for this, guys. Give me 1 second.
It on alt space.
All right, Alex, we see you both in VR and we see you on stream. You can go for it.
Okay, cool. You can hear me fine? I'm hearing a lag. I'm just gonna hop out of alt space. Let's just do this like regularly. Alright. Alright, so I'm just gonna do regular. Okay. Let's try this. I'm hearing like a huge like echo, like I don't know. Yeah, it's like delayed between yeah, I need to how do I do that? Yeah, because yeah, that's oh, it's so weird to like hear yourself talk like on delay. I'm muted. Oculus. Okay. On Oculus. Uh. Uh. Hmm. All right, I just muted the Oculus. So now I'm not gonna hear that anymore. Okay, let's go through this. Are you in the StreamYards, Annalise? Because I can't hear when I mute myself on Oculus. I can't hear you anymore. Hey, Dad, you think you could unmute the Oculus? You think you could make the YouTube you're looking at like come out of your computer and not go to your headphones?
I don't have a YouTube Live. I can do that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Annalise,
Alex,
you
are you
there?
good? Do you need any assistance with anything?
No, I just can't hear you. If I'm only if I mute my Oculus, I can't hear
You're
you.
fine. We can hear you.
Yeah, but I can't hear you.
Oh, I mean, I can stay on stream like this. I can be
Yeah.
on here twice. It's fine.
Let's just do it like this and leave alt space out. All right.
Is this good?
So you wanted me to talk about Quantify crypto. So here's the website. We really created it out of necessity because I was having so much trouble trying to keep up with all the coins I was in. And so my dad and I, we decided to just make our own crypto website to make it easier for ourselves to track the market. And that was our original inspiration of creating it.
Wait, you and your dad made this?
Yes. Yeah, we have an employee, Max, who's our technical wizard. And we kind of had a vision for what we wanted on the website. We found it very difficult to see which coins were moving when.
I think you're muted too.
We wanted to have that easy for the user. We have a spreadsheet where it's fully sortable, so you can see what's moving quickly. We have percentage changes against Bitcoin with the high level idea. Either you want to be in Bitcoin or you want to be in the altcoins or cash. And so it's very easy to sort what has been doing better than Bitcoin and what has underperformed Bitcoin. You want to take it back?
I think you're still muted.
Yeah, he was muted, but if he can go over that again, that'd be great.
Yeah, click that, unmute yourself.
Okay, pretty much I want to create a site where you can see in the cryptocurrency world what crypto is moving quick, because the high volatility of crypto, even a few hours, can be very critical on the way things move so quickly. So on a screener page, it's really designed for traders to see how Bitcoin is doing and how the other cryptocurrencies are performing relative to Bitcoin. Our percent changes are based on the performance of Bitcoin. So right, you can see these are the coins that are outperforming Bitcoin. Additionally, we offer about 200 cryptocurrencies because we want to look at the tradable assets that are traded on significant exchanges. We don't want users going to exchanges that are kind of sketchy or low quality. We just get something like the leading exchanges. Additionally, we have technical analysis. Alex designed the trend algorithm, which is momentum algorithm, which has proven to be exceptionally successful for predicting the future prices of Bitcoin. In addition to that, people like the RSI, and we have pages for the RSI. We have pages for the MACD.
And one of the things about the RSI is in standard trading, when the RSI goes high, that usually means it's quote unquote overbought. But in crypto, when the RSI peaks above 70 or something, that means you're just at the start of a big breakout.
Yes.
So we changed the way we show our RSI. If you go back to like the RSI page, if the RSI for every time period, so you can see we have RSI for 5 minute, 15, 30, 1 hour, 2 hour, and multiple time periods. So if it goes above 70, normally that's a sell signal if you're looking at it in the stock world. But in crypto, we do the opposite. And so above 70 is buy, it's going up, and below 30, where stocks it's oversold, it would usually bounce. But we do the opposite. We're like, don't want it.
Yeah, and this is because of the high volatility of Bitcoin, where Bitcoin has so many significant moves in just short time periods. A basic philosophy we have is we want to be on the correct side of significant price moves and not necessarily going for highest win rate. And what we found is we get close to a 50% win rate, but when we win big, and we'll be like 4x compared to a loss rate, which will only be 1x. So we found that has been very successful. I could show an example or two real quick of that. Research Alex and I have performed is that often there's a setup before you have significant price moves. I just want to show 1 or 2 examples, but this smaller box is a signal that it's time to buy. And this was back in March of 2019. And this is at the price of 4,000 on this top chart to 4,100, where the after shows the 4,000 and the max going all the way to 5,000. Again, this is another setup signal, and then an explosion upwards. And you can see the small upwards, which looks very big on the first chart, is very significant, going all the way to 5,600. One of the best calls was when something called actually let's go to this one over here. But we've seen that this is a repeatable pattern that occurs. And out of the most significant price moves, I think the 16 biggest Bitcoin moves in the last 2 years, I think 14 of them followed this price pattern where there was a pre-setup before the actual move. This was a very special day. This was on October 2019. Many people were writing about the Bitcoin death cross, which is a traditional stock indicator, which lags terribly for cryptocurrency. And so on this day when the death cross came, Bitcoin was hitting a little bit of a low for the last 2 months, but then it had about a 40-hour period where it was stable, and then it started to go up. And so this upward trend went from 76, 77 to 10,000. But getting back to our site, we calculate these trends automatically for our users. So they can come here and see the trends. And like right now, Bitcoin's in a super strong trend. We've been bullish on Bitcoin, this indicator, since the middle of September. And it's been a great run.
Yeah. But the key innovation of our spreadsheet like this is we take the technical analysis indicators where you would normally need to open up a chart of that coin and do the TA just for that coin. And when you're doing the TA for just that one coin, you can only have one single time period open. So basically, we let you see multiple indicators across multiple time periods across multiple coins. So having a screener like this is the same thing as having like almost 100 different trading view charts open at one time.
Yeah, and a key part of the coin screener is to identify what chart you should be looking at now. Like if I'm looking at this now, I see Cardano seems to be having a very sizable move. Even though for the day it's only performed 3% better than Bitcoin. But this is like, I would want to look deeper into Cardano. I could look at the actual data. I can see like our trend has been going up higher. The RSI is indicating the potential for a breakout. Our Bollinger Band charts are showing near the upper end, which also shows the potential for a breakout. I always like looking at the 1 hour charts as I had in the prior example. And it's just looking ready for a breakout. And so pretty much if I was to draw the trend lines here, it would pretty much go to a bull flag if I was to do the resistance and support lines. But a key goal of our coin screener is to quickly identify you should be looking at this chart right now.
Yeah. And see what's kind of like outliers from the market.
And you can customize our screen any way you want. We have almost 40 different indicators, and you can just really pick the ones you want.
That's pretty cool. So I guess this makes it easier for people to trade, just navigate the DeFi space is what I'm understanding. You guys just kind of made a all-in-one product. Is that right?
Yes. You want to start talking DeFi? We can.
I mean, yeah, you can do that.
I'll start real brief. Pretty much we were very busy with the Quantify crypto website, but we were very excited by the DeFi. And so in November, we started to make a website just for DeFi.
Because for a long time, I was not the biggest fan of Ethereum. Like I've been around crypto for almost 5 years now. And I really didn't like the hard fork to save the DAO. And I thought, oh, that's like such a bad thing. And in 2017, it was just lots of ICOs. And so I kind of wrote it all. And I kind of was like in like a Bitcoin maximalist mode, you could say. And I kind of thought that like these Ethereum killers like EOS and ADA and Tezos were going to be a big thing. And then I started seeing all these like apps that were like decentralized social media apps, and they were only trading on decentralized exchanges from Ethereum. So I thought, okay, I kind of want to buy some of these coins, and I got into starting to trade on the DEXs, but the interface was just so bad on the DEX, and I was like, oh, someone needs to like make a better like front end user interface for this stuff. And then I thought, oh wait, these are all like decentralized protocols. Like anyone can put their own front end on this. Like we should take our already existing front end from Quantify and integrate these decentralized exchanges to Quantify. And so that gives us this new heat map. So this screen that's being shared right now is the DeFi heat map, which looks just like the heat map you were just looking at for Quantify, except all these tokens right here are Uniswap tokens. So now, I don't know, you want to show them what clicking in does?
Okay. If I was interested in buying a token, let's say I want to buy SNX, since it's in the news today, I can just click on SNX. And what we do is we provide a price chart from the data on Uniswap. We have some key things. And I just want to stress that this is our beta version, and we will be rolling out many new features. Our goal is to get a lot of the features of Quantify Crypto into the DeFi heat map and maybe another website into the future. We have the iframe interface for Uniswap. And pretty much what we do is we simplify trading on our platform. You don't have to do like copy paste of hardware addresses. I have a MetaMask wallet, which is fully integrated into DeFi Heatmap. And I can say I want to take one Ethereum and swap it for SNX. I'll confirm the swap. Okay, sometimes Uniswap does give you an error. I will try this again. And I will confirm on MetaMask. And it's been submitted. And so as easily as like a few clicks on our site, you can perform a trade. Pretty much just will complete, and you'll get a status that says the pending will disappear. But this is pretty much the Uniswap iframe. We do not charge a fee. We don't collect anything. We're just making it easier for the user to trade on Uniswap. We think it's very handy having the price chart right next to you when you are making the trade. I'm going to go back to the home page.
Yeah.
And I'm going to click on the MetaMask logo. And this is going to get my...
I'm actually putting up the volume real quick for people in alt space. So there we go. We're back. You can go ahead.
Okay, so I just clicked on the MetaMask icon. And what this will do is this will go to the blockchain. And specifically, it will get all my balances in my ERC20 MetaMask wallet and create a heat map for all the holdings I have. And this takes about 30 seconds because scan the data from the blockchain. And you can see I have like an investment in Uniswap, Nash Exchange Token, New Cipher, Bancor, the SNX, which we just did a few seconds ago, Ampleforth, Ethereum, and it shows you the size of each of those transactions. Right now, we have 1 hour, 1 day. You can display what the performance has been.
So what happens when you click on those tiles? You go straight to a trading interface just from there?
Yes.
So how does that compare to Etherscan? Like show them your Etherscan.
Okay.
Tab.
So we're trying to bring a lot of the...
So go ahead and break that down for anyone who, I guess, and tell the people, for people who don't know what Etherscan's used for, because I know there's a lot of like people who are like looking into DeFi and don't really know a lot of these terms, but I guess give me information as to what Etherscan is used for and why Quantify Crypto and the DeFi heat map is a better option.
Like the one I showed you of your own Etherscan. Because this going on to Etherscan on a site like this is normally how you would view your balance. So Etherscan shows you your Ethereum account, and then where you have, it says token, you you need to click on that little drop down there that says token. Your mouse was just over it, right? Where it says token right below Ether value. You click on that, and then you need to look at this like little list, and that's how you view your balances on the decentralized exchange right now. And this is like so not user friendly, and sometimes like if you scroll all the way down on his like Nash exchange, which is just new to Ethereum, doesn't even show a price or a balance for that. So with a lot of this DeFi stuff, the tools aren't fully developed and you're kind of flying blind. And it's funny because like when we first started Quantify Crypto, we thought, oh, it's kind of hard to figure out what's going on these token trading on centralized exchanges. And then when these decentralized exchanges started popping up, it became very obvious that, wow, this is like, there's even less information about these to the point where I don't know of a single decentralized exchange where it logs your balances or your recent transactions. So we want to provide the functionality that you would see on a normal exchange for the DeFi trader. So you can see like the basics of your account, which you can't do right now.
Yeah. So if I go back to the screen that had the balances, you can see the NEX is one of the exchanges. We did this yesterday because Nash Exchange announced they're moving from Neo to Ethereum. And so they did that. And as soon as they did that, that meant it could be traded on Uniswap. And so it's a brand new as far as being on Uniswap. You know, you can see the creation day was yesterday.
No, it was last Friday.
I'm sorry, it was last Friday.
Feels like yesterday.
Yeah, 3 days ago. And as soon as it pops onto the exchange, our software is designed to detect that this is a new entity on Uniswap, and we can start trading it for the user, providing the smart contract interface, because this shows the actual link for trading.
Wow. Okay, so I see it says like trading 101 up in that little corner. Is that like a friendly just information where people can go and kind of just pick up I guess trading info in the DeFi space that you guys kind of recommend?
Yep, this was put together so if you haven't ever traded on a decentralized exchange, you could go through these tutorials and learn how to do it.
And we definitely wanted to go from a very basic, because we first started just talking about what DeFi is, and then we talk about what a DEX is. And instead of trying to do a video ourselves, we kind of look for like some of the best in class videos, and we try to look for shorter videos because somebody wants to watch a bunch of 1 hour videos. So most of these are in the 10-minute range. We want people to know how to use MetaMask. It's very important to have the software wallet because you really need that for trading on Uniswap. We start getting more advanced. We talk about yield farming, which is one of the big reasons for Uniswap. And then we talk about more advanced strategies also. We talk about an email that was published in May of 2020 about yield farming, and this really is the video that led to the boom in Uniswap volume. This was like made by somebody that had like almost, I think, 200 followers, and then he exploded to thousands of followers within a month. Everybody kind of copied his method. And then we talk about some other things for Uniswap. We'll probably add more content to this, but we pretty much want to go from very simple, very basic to kind of intermediate advanced all in one link.
Oh, so it's like a one-stop shop, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody, I heard the bird in the background too. Somebody says the bird wants to speak.
Yeah, the bird always wants to get on. He hears when there's a good video going on. He's like, include me.
Yeah, he wants to be in here.
That's hilarious. He's a DeFi bird. But anyways, so I mean, would you say that you guys basically have a product that can on-ramp someone who is anywhere from a beginner to an advanced learner?
Yes, we especially want to target the more beginner people because right now to like actually trade on Uniswap, you need to know what token you're looking for and then copy and paste its address like directly into the trading window.
Right.
And that's a process that when it's even worse than like telling people, oh, you need to copy and paste this long string when you want to send a Bitcoin transaction. Like they would never want to like trade on an exchange where you need to copy and paste a long address to buy an asset. It's just so infeasible to gain like mass adoption that way. So we want to make it just as easy as possible to trade on a decentralized exchange.
And what we pretty much do is we know all the smart contract addresses for all these tokens, and you can just click on a token. You know, I just picked one, never heard of it before, open governance token. And we have the automatic links to trade it right away, right on here.
Yeah, so it's just take your token, trade it.
And I want to emphasize too, this is just a small fraction of what we will be offering. We have a lot planned for the pipeline.
Yeah, we do.
Sorry, I was muted. I didn't mean to make you have an awkward silence. But anyways, so I guess what are other things that you have on the roadmap? What else do you have on the pipeline in terms of developing this more and giving the community this option?
Yeah.
You wanna show the terminal page from Quantify?
Sure. One thing.
And one more time, how much does this cost so everyone knows?
Oh, this is free.
Free. Don't pay for this. This is open to anyone to use.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
so
open to anyone
right
to
now
use.
this is free.
Yeah, but pretty much we want to have like a user page, and our goal of the user page will be to have all their transactions. Also, they'll have all their balances on like a grid format. So we'll have the heat map. We'll have these are the person's holdings for individual tokens. We'll also have a pair heat map. We will show all the leading pairs in the future.
Yeah. So kind of like how we have just showed that heat map of your balances. Imagine that mixed with this page right here, where the heat map that shows your balances, like those grids will show recent trades and balances. And we're also coming out with lots of on-chain metrics, because from my experience in trading on Uniswap, coins that have like one liquidity provider 95% of the time are like just get a rug pull. So we have algorithms designed to calculate on-chain metrics in addition to our technical analysis algorithms, but we don't think technical analysis is good for lower cap liquidity pools because the price can be manipulated so easily. So we're not trying to bring technical analysis over to it as much. And yeah,
because we view fundamental analysis for a smaller cap is much more important than technical analysis. When something is established and it has regular volume or multiple exchanges, that's when technical analysis is key. But when you have a project that's just starting, that's really a fundamental research item. And that's really what you get in Uniswap. You really get in the potential for new projects, and also the ability with these dexes that they can't be restricted for their trading.
yeah.
That's very insightful. I didn't know a lot of that stuff, especially like I'm someone who's newer to the DeFi space. I only know so much DeFi. I've had a few people guide me in, a direction, but I know I didn't even know how to get in. I literally went to Uniswap and there was like 3 different options. You know how you drop down the list and there's different lists that you click from. It's confusing. So
The list.
I feel like this really clarifies more of, yeah. It was so confusing. I couldn't navigate it. And that's kind of why I didn't get into DeFi as much. Oh, I fell off stage again. But that's kind of why I didn't get into DeFi that much to begin with, because it was just not something that was user friendly.
Yeah, that's our main goal. Is like, I was listening to Andre Cronje from Yearn on one of his older streams, saying that he's happy to just program the smart contracts and someone else will come along and make a nice front end for it. So we want to be the person that comes along and makes a nice front end with the already existing smart contracts, because we've spent so long making this front end already, and DeFi is like the new hot thing. So we just want to take all of this and tailor it towards DeFi.
And we view the heat map as like an easy way to navigate for people. You know, you can clearly see like base is moving up in liquidity and percentage change. And
Yeah. Yeah, because right now we have the 1 hour heat map up. So like most of the market's been flat for the last hour, but base, keeper, and MPH are like kind of making some little moves out there.
you know, you can see like how base has gone up.
Interesting.
Hey, if you want to trade
Interesting.
base,
Just one click.
So much for me to learn.
Yeah. Oh, I'm still learning too. There's so much.
yeah, but pretty much our goal is to simplify trading. And with DeFi, you have three parts. You have your MetaMask wallet, you have a Uniswap exchange, and then our goal is to be the UI interface that simplifies trading with Uniswap using your MetaMask or whatever software wallet you happen to be using. I should say Ethereum software wallet.
Yeah. And also this is good for mobile because trading on Uniswap on desktop is hard enough with all the addresses you have to copy and paste. And now you can come to our website from mobile. IM token is the best wallet for that. I've tried Coinbase Wallet, but Coinbase Wallet has some issues for a third-party site using the Uniswap plugins. So if you do software wallets, IM token is good and MetaMask wallet is good. Yeah.
So do you guys have an app? Is there something that anything, I guess anyone can like load onto an app? Like how do you guys with that?
So if you have a wallet app installed, that's an app browser wallet. So like MetaMask has its own app. You can navigate to our site from MetaMask. So if I go to if I open up my MetaMask right now, I don't have any. So you can go to. So see, I'm in the MetaMask app right now, and I can go to DeFi heat map on it, and then same thing, same heat map. You just tap the coin you want, and it will show up a little, and you can just go straight into trading it on Uniswap.
Yeah. So in
Somebody asked third-party app to a third-party app.
yeah, it's really the MetaMask app using DeFi heat map.
So third-party app to a third-party app. Well, so it's the wallet you already have installed. If it's a dApp browser,
Does that answer your question?
Let me see. Well, he says, let me put that on screen there. He says, I already despise using MetaMask as a third-party app. Well, I guess it does answer the question. I'm sorry that you despise using MetaMask. I apologize.
Yeah. We're just at the point.
Maybe
Trezor has direct ETH support now. Yeah.
go ahead.
So we want. See, that's the thing is right now you're limited by like the exchanges and interfaces already existing, and we're trying to create a better interface because you shouldn't have to like. It's so difficult to view simple things like your trade history and your balances if you're trading on an Ethereum decentralized exchange, and that's a very big like barrier to entry for most people is because they want when they make a trade on an exchange, they want their trade confirmation to appear right away, and they want to see this is my trade, this is the time I made the trade, this is the amount. Like you want to pull up your Etherscan in that link. Or do you want me to help show you?
Yeah, let me,
I think it's on the window behind this, the one you have open.
yeah, so we're gonna have screens that just show your balance and your transactions.
Yeah, because see how like
Just scroll through your transactions.
you
It's
know
really hard to see what these.
Yeah, it's so difficult to tell what is what and what went from where and all that. I don't like using Etherscan too much unless I need to.
But we're gonna try to.
you also you muted yourself by accident again.
Yeah, our goal is just to make it much cleaner. So it's not just hex codes. It's going to be English. That's our goal.
Yeah, because that's one of the things about DeFi too is it assumes like to use these protocols that you have like a certain baseline knowledge of how Ethereum works, how wallets work, how dApps work. So you need to like know what you're looking for before you come to the app. And we want
Right.
to make it so that you don't need to know all this stuff. And a lot of DeFi protocols build themselves assuming that everyone going to their app is going to be a super user. So we want to take the like difficult things about DeFi and make them just way simpler. And that's mostly just taking data from the blockchain and putting it on a front end that is easy to look at.
That's amazing, man. I can't believe you guys like came up with this, just trying to simplify the market.
Yeah, and we just started like in early November, and we got our first release out just after Thanksgiving. And a goal we have is to try to add some like stock market type information features, just things you expect to see on, let's say, a Fidelity or a Swim or other leading brokerage interface. When you trade a stock, you get the price, you get the quantity, and you get your balance very easily. And so we want to get to that point.
Yeah.
So where can people find you guys? Where can they go to the website? Just give them all the information where they can find this, because I'm getting a lot of there's questions in VR, but literally like where do they find this?
Okay, pretty much we're at quantifycrypto.com and defiheatmap.net. We will be having
heatmap.com, not .net.
.com, I'm sorry. And then in the future, we will have a new website. We're not going to let you know what that is yet, but we will have a more advanced website that will be beyond the heat map.
Mm-hmm.
We're on Twitter for sure, Quantify Crypto. We do have a Facebook page. We don't keep that too up to date, but Twitter is the quickest way if you want a response from us. Just you can DM us very easily.
That's amazing. Okay. Wow. I don't even know. I mean, does anybody else have any questions? I feel like you guys explained everything very well. It looks like the chat said they had no questions in VR. They wanted to know where you guys, where to find you. Twitter is like old school email. Oh, do you guys have a Discord channel? That was the next question.
Not yet. We'll be making one once our newest release gets launched.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're a little more into the technical improvements, and we're still working on that. And we'll get to the social interfaces probably after we get more of the technical out.
Totally. Oh man, I'm so glad you guys joined me today. I've learned so much, especially as someone who's like brand new getting into DeFi. I decided not to join the wave at first because of all the rug pulling and all those things that were going on. So I feel like this website really kind of explains and breaks everything down. It just as my one-stop shop to actually get in and get out. And yeah, I look forward to actually using it. And I appreciate you guys for coming on today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, one more thing too. It's very good. Like the best time to get into a cryptocurrency is when it first launches. And on Uniswap right now, the only real way to do that is like writing your own script and watching the blockchain yourself.
Right.
And so we have, I mentioned it earlier, we have this algorithm to like check new coins that are listed, but we're only going to display coins that meet a certain threshold. So like a coin that has like zero liquidity won't show up under the new coin section. And we'll have another thing saying like, oh, there needs to be at least like 10 individual addresses contributing to the liquidity pool. Because if a liquidity pool has like one liquidity provider, like one address providing all the liquidity, chances are it's very centralized and controlled. So we want to let people easily discover new coins without having to like flip through 90% that are just created by bots. Because there are bots that create new tokens, list them on Uniswap, seeing who buys in, and then pulling all the liquidity. That
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, that's what happens. So we want, if you want to see what's new on Uniswap, we'll have a section for that too.
And one other key
Amazing.
rule, which Alex really researched, is that it has to trade against a legitimate token. And it has to be against USDT, wrapped Ethereum, wrapped Bitcoin, USDC, DAI. It can't be. You can't have brand new coin against a brand new coin. That is like a red flag when you see two coins you never heard of, and all of a sudden that liquidity pool gets hot because they can manipulate both of those coins in the pool.
Yep, that's another thing.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So much to learn. I didn't know that there was bots making these coins, and that's how a lot of these rug pulls were happening. That's kind of crazy. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really crazy.
All right. Well, lots to learn here today. It also looks like James from the chat is not happy you guys don't have a Discord. He seems to be upset and he wants to chat to you guys, clearly, if he's throwing a fit. James, I'm sure they'll make a Discord one of these days just for you, buddy. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in to another Crypto Mondays. I hope you found this one to be informative as much as I did. Again, find them at quantifycrypto.com. You can get more information from them. They have a Twitter for right now, but eventually they'll have some more social media platforms. Thank you for joining us today. Fellas, I appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you for having us on, Annalise.
Thank you again. Great being on.
Bye, guys.
All right. Bye.